Greetings, Cancers. Hello, Cancers. Cancer gang gang. How are ya? I am back. Oh, I think I dropped a card. Hold on. All right, Cancer. It feels like I dropped a card, but I don't see it. All right. All right, Cancer gang gang. I am back to do another reading, Cancer versus Everybody reading, and this one is focused on reconciliation. So this is the reading for you if you are currently in separation from the one you love or the one that you just want to be with, and you want to know the best way to go about reconciliation, and or you may just need to know, period, if reconciliation with the one that you desire is even possible at this time. So we'll look at the energies for that for the next few weeks. All right, so it'll be a Cancer versus Everybody spread. And if you've been watching my readings at all, then you know that means I'll start out with a few general messages for you regarding reconciliation with the one you desire. And then I'll start breaking it out into the different sun signs of the one that you desire, the one you're thinking about. So for those of you Cancer sun sign individuals, and I am very specific when I say that, if Cancer is your sun sign, we'll look at your chances for reconciliation with all the other sun signs of the zodiac. We're not talking sun, moon, rising, Venus. No, your Cancer sun sign versus their Cancer sun sign. So it's going to be Cancer versus everybody. Cancer versus Aries, Cancer versus Pisces, etc., etc. All right? So while you're here, go ahead, and even if you're watching the replay of this video, go ahead and give me a like. It's a nice, energetic way to support the channel without costing you one dime. And guess what? You're getting messages out of these videos, so energetically support me. It's free. All right. With that being said, this is a general reading. If this is not your story that you're finding is being told, please do not be upset. We will tell your story in a future video, okay? All right, Cancers, are you ready? Are you ready for your messages? If so, go ahead and hit that like button. All right. Let's get some general messages on the board for those Cancer sun signs looking to reconcile with the ones they desire. The first message I have on the board is the Queen of Wands. Then I have that followed up by the Knight of Swords in reverse, followed up finally by the Three of Coins in reverse. This Queen of Wands is actually a couple of things here. So she's letting me know that you are highly motivated as far as seeking this reconciliation with the one you desire, and you're willing to be seen, and you're thinking about how you are seen by the one that is on your mind, okay? So you may be doing things like sprucing up your look, new hair, new makeup for you, feminine energies, new, maybe you getting a fresh cut, trying something different with your facial hair for those masculine energies. It's a new spiffier to use an old school word, version of Cancer that you're putting out in the world. You're kind of, it's a new version. It's time for a makeover. And that's what you're doing. So you're putting yourself out there in a very fashion forward way. And you are gaining attention, not only from the one you desire, but others as well. All right, so with this Knight of Swords in reverse, what I'm getting here is, while you are highly motivated for this reconciliation, there are some things that you just are really not, you're not going to put up with. And one of them is disrespect. The other one is, someone who just feels like they can run all over you. All right. You require the utmost respect. You've done some work on yourself. So this new outer version of you is really only a mere reflection of the inner work that you have put yourself through during this time of separation from your loved one. And so, whereas in the past you may have come with that attitude of, no, you're going to respect me, you would fold at some point, right? When things got good, when you were feeling comfortable. But this time you mean it, and you're going to stick to your guns. This Three of Coins in reverse. It's being further clarified by Justice in reverse and the Chariot upright. And what it's telling me is you have been paying close attention to the one you desire, and you're kind of not liking some of the things you're seeing. Like that person, first of all, it looks like they've been through some ups and downs, and they have some hardships that they've been going through. Okay. And they haven't wanted you to know that, but I think you do know of it. All right. And you know of it whether someone has shown it to you, told you about it, or you just kind of peeped it out for yourself in a kind of like I spy kind of way, right? Some of your significant others may have lost a job. And so they're going through that whole process of being unemployed and whatever that means to them financially, right? Also, some of them have lost in regards to some type of court case and whatever legal ramifications that brought up for them, right? So they've been a little down on their luck, and some of that has just been purely, down on your luck. And some of that has been getting kicked in your ass, because what goes around comes around. This Chariot card, though, is definitely your energy, Cancer. And you know what? You're kind of above it all, though. Like, yeah, buddy, I see your hard time. All right. My Chariot's rolling. We're rolling strong over here, and I'm not slowing down for anybody, so you better keep up. It's a real different attitude, and I don't think your loved one has seen this from you, so it should be quite interesting for those of you who do actually make the return to those relationships. It'd be quite interesting as to how the new interactions unfold. All right, so those are the general messages for Cancer in their quest for reconciliation with their significant other, the ones that's important to them. So now we're going to do the Cancer versus everybody portion of the video, and we're going to take a look for specific messages for the sun signs of the individuals that you are interested in reconciling with. So if this information thus far that you've received has been valuable for you, would you please go ahead and give me a follow, subscribe, so that I can benefit from having the algorithm, circulate my videos more widely. That would be so helpful. And I would be so grateful to you for your subscription, your like. All right. Let's get some suspects out here on the board so we can find out what's going on here. So the first suspects we have are Cancer versus Aquarius, Cancer versus Leo, and Cancer versus Pisces. And these are the sun signs. All right. Whoa. All right, Spirit. Let's see. What do we got going on? How does Cancer reconcile here with their Aquarius sun sign individual? And I have the Ace of Swords. Well, Cancer, you got to be willing to listen to Aquarius's truth, because this Ace of Swords I'm feeling is Aquarius has some things on their mind and on their chest that they need to get off in regards to their feelings about their situation with you. And I feel like some of their words may be, I don't want to say it's harsh. I feel like their delivery, oh, excuse me, knocking over cameras. I'm so sorry. That was ugly. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So, Aquarius, it's not that they have harsh words for you. It's that their delivery is going to be probably more straightforward and direct than you care for, especially seeing as though you're not going to be in complete agreement with their message. So there's a potential here for communication to shut down. But if you can get past Aquarius's manner of delivery, because like I said, I don't think this doesn't feel disrespectful. It just feels very in your face and straightforward. And again, it feels like something like that's very different from what you're thinking, right? So if you can navigate the conversation where both sides feel heard and both sides feel respected, you may be able to get somewhere as far as a fresh start with Aquarius. Now the time frame on all of this is over the next few weeks, and this interaction most likely would require you, Cancer, doing the reach out first. So if that's something that you're willing to do, reach out to your Aquarius, make the initial contact, then this is what you can expect to happen. And if you can keep your calmness about you and the two of you can listen and hear each other and have a grown folks conversation, then you do actually have a good shot at reconciling. All right, so that's for my Cancer versus Aquarius. Those are your messages. Please like this video if that message helped you, and let me know if it resonated in the comments. Cancer versus Leo sun sign, and the message that I have here is death in reverse. All right, well, you know what, Cancer, because it's the death card, such a strong card. What that lets me know is right now, the state of affairs with Leo is, it appears to you, Cancer, that Leo just, there's probably no contact. And Leo probably looks like they don't give a damn if they ever talk to you again. But the Death card here is in reverse, which tells me that's not the truth. It tells me that, yeah, Leo is not talking to you, but Leo does care, and Leo's not done. That's what that's telling me. All right. So, this feels very aggravating as I look at it. It feels like a minefield. So I'm pulling some clarifiers, and yeah, I get the 8 of Wands and the World card in reverse. This makes perfect sense because with this 8 of Wands, that's the potential for quick communication, and the World card in reverse means that this whole cycle is not over. Like, this whole situation is not at an end. It looks like it's at an end because nothing has happened. Nothing. It looks dead in the water, but it's not over. And even though you hold out hope for this Leo reconciliation, what you don't see, because they're not showing you stubbornly, is that Leo holds out great hope for this reconciliation. It all comes down to communication. It really does. Now, who's it going to be? Well, that's a good question. Kind of damned if you do or damned if you don't, right, Cancer? Isn't that really the situation here with Leo? You're damned if you talk first and you're damned if you don't. So it's all about a balance of looking open and having the appearance of being open. But also not looking like a floor mat. Okay? So what does that mean exactly? It's going to mean something very different in everyone's situation, but don't chase Leo. Leo gets a lot of attention, and Leo's used to being chased. So be a cut above that. And if Leo's looking like they're going to approach you, don't look scary. Because Leo will approach if you don't look scary. Okay? They're a big old lion who really is as timid as a little bitty kitten. So just remember that, okay? The lion is an act. Don't look scary. Those are your messages for those of you, Cancers, who are looking to reconcile with sun sign Leos. That's your energy for the next few weeks, okay? Please give this video a like and let me know how it resonates with you in the comments. Cancer versus Pisces. I have the 9 of Swords in reverse. All right. Well, you know what, Cancer, I'm feeling here that there has been a great deal of anxiousness around you in regards to this reconciliation with Pisces. And it's you're starting to release that anxious feeling, right? I keep hearing go your own way. So I feel like more and more you're coming around to the idea of just making a new way for yourself. Like, Pisces seems a little stuck on stupid, So you're kind of like, well, you know what? Go ahead and stay over there. Stay stuck. I feel like it's summertime, and summertime is fun time, and I'm going to go see what's going on over here. And so even though you're not saying I forget about reconciliation, you're like not completely 100% focused on it. And as a result, that's going to turn your Pisces head in a significant way. That's what's going to bring the offer of love from the Pisces. Okay? As soon as you just start getting out there and being seen, like we were talking about in the general message, when you step out there with your new look and you go from drab to fab, and you're out there in the party and everybody's turning their head to look at you. Oh my God. And Pisces is like, what is Cancer doing at the party? Cancer's always at home. Cancer's always home watching Netflix, eating popcorn. Well, Cancer's partying this week, and Pisces is going to get their act together, and they're going to figure out how to present this cup of love to you, Cancer. Do your thing. That's all you got to do. Do your thing. Do your thing. And be gracious when this cup of love is presented, okay? Those are the messages for Cancer versus Pisces. Please comment and let me know how that resonates for you. All right, let's get our next suspects on the board. I have Cancer versus Virgo, Cancer versus Aries, Cancer versus Gemini. All right, Spirit, let's get some messages on the board for these guys. All right. Hold on one second. My throat just got painfully dry. Sorry about that. That was really uncomfortable. All right, Cancer. For those of you dealing with Sun sign Virgo, I have the Three of Cups, which is the reconciliation card. So yeah, there you go. Those of you dealing with Sun sign Virgo, that is the absolute sign that within the next few weeks, reconciliation is on the way. All right. And excuse me, that was ugly. I apologize. 10 of Cups. Wow. So they come through with the full package deal for you, your Virgo. This is a good thing. All right. I mean, Cancer, that's the message. There's nothing else to say here. You know, take another listen to this video. Listen to that general message, because I'm hearing Spirit tell me in my ear. The general message that I gave about, you know, the new look and all that stuff, that applies to you. And know that this is what you can expect. So, Cancer versus Virgo, got this wrapped up. Come back to this video when it happens. Comment and let me know, because I want to hear about your progress. All right. Give me a like also. Cancer versus Aries. We have the Nine of Coins in reverse. So what I'm seeing with that is a loss of independence on the part of this Aries. So I do feel as if this Aries will reach out. But Cancer, what you need to be paying attention to is, what are their motives? What has happened? that's led to them, coming back in your direction. Remember, in the general messages, we were talking about the fact that some of them may have lost their job. I think that a lot of Aries may fall into that category, or some other type of loss, which now puts them in the category of a loss of stability. So whether it's a loss of a job, maybe, they were kicked out of a home or a roommate situation. Maybe they lost a car, like their car was repossessed, something like that. They hit some kind of downturn, which led to this reverse 9 of coins, loss of stability, loss of independence type situation. So now they're looking for somebody to play mommy or daddy warbucks for them. And they have, they're interviewing Cancer for that role. Please know that that's what it is. Please know that that's what it is, Cancer. Please do not romanticize it into something else, Cancer. Okay? That's your message. There's no other message, Cancer. Please know that's what it is. Sorry, I couldn't give you a happier message with your Aries. At this time, at least. But still, please give me a like, because I gave you useful information, Cancer. All right? Take care of yourself. Defend yourself. Protect yourself. That's what tarot readings help you do. All right. Cancer versus Gemini. And I have the 7 of Wands in reverse. Let me get a clarifier on this, because I have something happening here. All right. Yeah, so your Gemini went cold on you is what I'm getting, right? They went cold on you. And they really, the Hermit is telling me that they went cold on you. And then the Devil is like, they just been out there doing their damn thing, like left and right, up and down with this one and that one and the next one. They've just been, they've been running through people since they last were with you, Cancer. And you probably have been witness to some of that. You've probably seen more than you wanted to see. And yet and still, you're feeling as if it's feeling as if you will. You either feel it now or you will when this person comes back your way. There will be you will feel compelled to let your guard down. And I would urge you to think about whether or not this person is serious. If what it is you want is a serious relationship, if what it is you want is a committed relationship, because this person is just swinging back and forth and left and right. And now when they swing back in your direction, how long will it be for? And you have to consider, can your heart take that? And you really have to be serious about that, because it's one thing to say, yeah, you know what, I'll just have a summer fling. And it's another thing to know that with this person, you might not be capable of having a summer fling. Okay? There are some people that come into our lives as lovers, and they touch a part of us that we cannot be casual with them. So is Gemini one of those people that you cannot be casual about because they're coming in a casual manner, and if you're not able to be casual with them, you have to be honest with yourself about that, and you have to deal with the casual offer that they will disguise as serious offer. And you have to deal with that in a way that respects your heart. Okay? That's your message, Cancer. Please give me a like and let me know in the comments how it resonates for you. All right, let's get more suspects on the board. Who's next? We have Cancer versus Taurus, Cancer versus Capricorn, Cancer versus Sagittarius. All right. And let's get our messages up here. Wow. Wowza. All right. Cancer versus Taurus. I have the Strength card as the message, with the Eight of Swords clarifying. So Taurus has been all up in their head, and no surprise, they're bullheaded as hell. So there's been, what I'm hearing, a truce. It's not necessarily that Taurus ghosted you, or not necessarily a no contact situation with Taurus. It's just been a stalemate. Like, the two of you may have some communication going on, but nothing's being accomplished because Taurus isn't budging. And I am hearing that you know you're right. And I'm also hearing, and what's being shown to me with the Strength card, is that you think you're able to finesse Taurus using your gentleness. And to some degree you can. Oh man, but Taurus, the key to getting through this with Taurus and getting to the reconciliation, the key to it, which you haven't yet gotten to, yes, you do need to finesse them in the way of using gentle strength, because you can't try to overpower the Taurus. The key to it is to get Taurus out of this stuck mental mind space. You got to get them out of their head and into their body, is what I'm saying. So you got to get them into their feelings. You got to get them out of their mental activity and into their physical activity. So if you could get Taurus to come out and do something with you, right? If you could suggest to Taurus, because I don't feel like you're on like terrible terms with Taurus. I just feel like you're not seeing each other at this time. But say for instance, if you were to invite Taurus for coffee, Taurus might come, but that would be like, and you may be engaging Taurus in those type of activities, but that's the wrong activity, because to have coffee with Taurus, for example, or to have dinner with Taurus, for example, that's to sit, have dinner, have conversation. That's very mental, right? You need to go do something physical, like, especially now in most places, at least in this hemisphere of the world that I'm in, it's summer, right? So get out and do something active, whether it's like and these are all things I don't do, like hiking, do something that is around movement, maybe go take a yoga class. Now that's something I would do. Go for a jog, go swimming, go do something very physical, go do some physical activities together that get Taurus into their body more and get Taurus associating those types of experiences. The association of those types of experiences and time with you with those types of experiences is the key to breaking through to Taurus. Okay? Travel. Getting Taurus on a trip to somewhere new, and then when Taurus is out of their element, of their normal everyday scenery, and you're hiking somewhere in a new terrain, and then you're talking and laughing, and you grab Taurus's hand, and it's such a sweet romantic gesture. That's how you're going to get to Taurus's heart. You see where I'm going? That's the thing that you got to do. Because as long as Taurus stays stuck in their head, you're going to stay in this stalemate. All right? Now you got to give me a like for that. And a follow. Because I just told you how to do the damn thing. All right? All right, Cancer. All right, Cancer versus Capricorn. 3 of Swords in reverse. Wow. Wow. I feel like Capricorn was in some pain. What happened, Cancer? What did you do to the Cappy? Goodness. Well, the good news is they're releasing it. They're releasing it. It doesn't hurt so bad, but let's make sure that's good news. All right, let me pull a couple clarifiers. Whew. I don't know if it's good news because it looks like the release of, it looks like the release of this pain is coming because of a new involvement for this Capricorn. So I think this Capricorn may have someone else around them at this time, Cancer, unfortunately for you, since you are looking at reconciliation. All right. And there's a lot going on there in the feelings, and they're looking at that person as solid and stable. Okay. And they're really starting to release some of the hurt and struggle that occurred because of their connection with you. All right. So let me see if there's any course of action that can be taken in your situation over the next couple of weeks, Spirit. Yeah, right now, Spirit is saying no. It's best to walk away from it, the idea of it at this time. And with this Page of Cups in reverse, that's just saying no offer should be extended. And so right now, what Spirit is basically saying with this Capricorn is reconciliation is not possible for the time being. And so the period of time that we're looking at here, Cancer, is the next few weeks. So we're talking about through Cancer season, pretty much. So through mid to late July. All right, so as we look back again, we'll see if the energy around reconciliation with this Capricorn has changed. All right, because we know, people meet people all the time and feel like, oh, yeah, I can move in this direction. This is the one, and then you get a few weeks, a month in, and you're like, that heifer, right? So we'll just check in a few weeks and see what happens. But right now, this Capricorn is occupied and feeling all, like they've met someone that they can feel all whatever about. You know what I'm saying? It's when you meet that person and it's summer and you meet that person and it feels like summertime. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's looking for that little summertime fling kind of excitement, summertime crush thing. And it looks like Capricorn is on to that right now. So Capricorn is heavily distracted, and you trying to get Capricorn's attention would only lead to you getting your feelings hurt at this time, because Capricorn would, get in their ego state and get a rise out of doing something to, embarrass and crush you by being mean. Okay, because we know Capricorn can be especially mean when they want to be. I'll say it like that. All right. So we'll check back about your Capricorn in a few weeks, and if you're still interested in being reconciled, but hold on. But in the meantime, do your thing, do you. Look at the general advice again and know that there are other options out there that you can attract. All right? All right, Cancer. Cancer versus Sagittarius. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. What is this about? Oh, my goodness. All right. Let me do a shuffle here so we can get some clarifiers. Sagittarius has me feeling confused in the mind. I think the Sagittarius probably has you confused in the mind, Cancer, is what I'm picking up on. It would not surprise me. All right. Oh, yeah. The Devil came right on out of there. And the Six of Wands in reverse. Yep. Nope. Right now is not the time for reconciliation with your Sag. I can tell you that much. That Knight of Cups, there's not... Okay. If Sag is approaching you, that offer is not a real offer, first of all. That Sag is attached to some Devil energy, which basically means they're out there in some player kind of shit, okay? Sleeping with any and everything, male or female, doesn't matter which sex the Sag is. And as far as it being a successful reconciliation, as in successfully reconciling a situation in which you are, on the same page with your Sag, that Six of Wands, which is in the upright a victory card, that's not a victory. No, you would be one of many in this Devil energy, okay? One of many wandering around, chasing around behind the Sagittarius as they string you along, okay? So if that's what you want to do with your summer, have at it. All right, Cancer, you have been warned, and I mean warned about this Sagittarius. We'll check back in a couple weeks, but I'm going to tell you, you've been warned. And I would just move it well, I'm not going to tell you what to do. All right. Cancer versus Scorpio, Cancer versus another Cancer, and Cancer versus Libra are the last suspects on the board. All right, Spirit. What do we got going on with these last suspects? Wow. Okay. Cancer versus Scorpio. The Tower in reverse. Wow, man. And the Fool to clarify, along with the World in reverse. Well, guess what? Not a surprise to me, but this Scorpio and you had some Tower moments, and the Scorpio wishes to overcome the Tower. Okay, let's make up. Let's have a brand new beginning. This ain't over. It ain't over. Come on, it ain't over, says Scorpio. But what does Scorpio really have in mind for you, Cancer? The Four of Wands in reverse. A very unstable start. Some bullshit. Again, you've been warned. You know what, Cancer? These wintertime people, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio, let's just stay away from them. Shit. You've been warned, Cancer. All right. Cancer versus another Cancer. I had the Ace of Wands in reverse. Doesn't look like a fresh start for you. It doesn't look like, with that Ace of Wands being in reverse, that this is the time of reconciliation. Cups in reverse. It looks like the other Cancer has had a change in the way that they view you. Okay, so whatever happened at the ending has changed the way they now view you. Okay, and yeah, they still have lots of love in their heart because they haven't, you know, I feel like there was a lot of love there in the relationship. And that kind of love just doesn't evaporate. So it's still there. But the way they view you has changed. So they're not going to act on it. At least not at this time. Okay? So whatever happened, the hurt, the pain, whatever happened to cause that, that's what needs to be processed. All right. And that feels, from what I'm hearing, very different in each of the cases, you know, for each of your cases. So, you know what happened in your individual story. And your Cancer does not feel ready to come to the table to even try to discuss a reconciliation. And for some of you, your Cancer will never be ready to come to the table to discuss a reconciliation. Okay? Those of you who feel like your Cancer may, or you're ready to hold out hope that your Cancer may be ready to come to the table at some point, let's check back in a few weeks on the energy of this. All right? Don't be hopeful because of this Ten of Cups being here, because this Ten of Cups is blinded by the fact that they view you differently now. Something happened very drastic that has them looking very different at you. Like, to them, you are a different person than they thought you were, and that, you know, as a Cancer, how impactful that is. once that person, you know, once your person falls off a pedestal, you know what that means. Okay? So that's what you're looking at with that other Cancer. All right? All right, Cancer. Cancer versus Libra. I have the 10 of Wands in reverse. You know, the struggle, there's been a release in the struggle here. And with the 7 of Cups in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse, I don't feel like your Libra is looking towards reconciliation, Cancer. They feel like, for number one, they felt like it would be, initially, their initial thoughts on it was that it would be too hard, right? So they kind of like let go of the thought of it. And then once they started to let go of the thought of reconciliation with you, they started to look around and see all these different options available to them. And then they started to step into this like asshole kind of energy. People, I know there may be some cross watchers watching, and you know, people think Libras are all sugar and spice and everything nice, but no. And in this case, Libra has stepped into some true asshole energy, and they are really going to run through some of their options. And they're not going to do it as Mr. Nice Guy. They're going to treat some of the, or Mrs. Nice Guy. They are going to treat some of these options very, they're not going to be nice to these people. They're going to be jackasses, and they're going to go through a total whore phase, male or female. They're going to go through a whore phase, and they're going to go through some of these options. And they're going to be out here trying to play games and take people for what they can, and it's going to be ugly. That's what Libra is going to be doing. And their mind is not going to be on commitment with you or anyone else. It's a very selfish frame of mind. And they have stepped into it, and they have embraced it fully. And I'm sorry to say, because Spirit is telling me that no appeal that you make or could make at this time could get them to turn around out of that. All right? So if you still have hopes of reconciling with your Libra at a future date, we can take a look at it, all right, at a future date. But as of this reading, it's not showing up here. All right, Cancers, these are your messages. I hope it has been helpful. If it has, please give me a like. Please share in the comments below how these messages resonate for you, and follow, subscribe, all those good things. It's been my pleasure, and be good, be safe, and I'll see you next time.